Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, April 21st. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, police are investigating an attempted smash and grab this morning in Forestville. Sometime after 2 a.m., authorities say someone tried to break into the CVS Pharmacy in the 7,000 block of Marlboro Pike by driving a pickup truck through the glass store front.
They used the vehicle to break the pane glass, and then they fled. Officers are working to determine more facts surrounding this investigation. There was an ATM inside of the CVS that was not taken, and we're still working to find out if anything was in fact taken. There was a vehicle left behind, and that vehicle is being taken to our evidence unit to be examined.
The store was closed at the time. Police say they plan to check surveillance footage from CVS to see if cameras caught anything that can help in their investigation. Now, anyone with information on this case is asked to call the Crime Solvers hotline. That number is 1-866-411-TIPS. Under very tight security, tens of thousands of runners participated in the 118th Boston Marathon 1 year after the deadly bombing. The 2013 attack killed 3 people and injured more than 250 others. This year, more than 35,000 athletes registered to run in the city's signature sporting event, the second largest field in the marathon's history. Meb Keflezighi won the men's elite division, becoming the first American to win since 1983. Rita Jeptu of Kenya won the women's division. Thousands also came out to watch and cheer in a Boston strong show of support. Governor Deval Patrick said there were no specific threats made against the race or the city. Nonetheless, police were out in force. Bomb-sniffing dogs were deployed to check trash cans, and spectators had to go through checkpoints before being allowed near the starting and finishing lines. Well, he was a young American soldier when he helped liberate Normandy. Now, 6 decades later, this Laurel resident is getting a special honor from the French.
And all that, he said, "You're going to be my point man." Hell, I didn't know what a point man was.
Frank Moody began his military career in 1939 as a private in the National Guard. But shortly after the U.S. joined the Allied forces in World War II, he was called up to federal service and quickly rose to the rank of sergeant. 1 week after D-Day in France, he landed in Normandy. It was his 23rd birthday.
First World War, they dug trenches, long trenches. And the men would be in that, and then they'd go over the top. But we fought from foxhole to foxhole to foxhole. And it just seemed like it was never going to stop. When we got to Germany, it didn't work so good because the Germans are waiting to pick off any straggler any way he can. I had a machine gun, 2 machine guns, fired by the Germans, fired on me when I was approaching. We were attacking, and one machine gun was firing in front of me, the other machine gun was firing behind me, and I'm running like I had a football.
Frank and his wife Marion live in Laurel today, spending most of their time together. But the 91-year-old says before the war, they spent much of their early years apart because he was overseas.
This is Marion, my wife. Never met her. Didn't have a clue. Here's Sergeant Moody.
Oh, you were both in the same picture and didn't...
Right there. It was Easter Sunday.
Frank Moody has received numerous honors over the years, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star. He recently wrote a book about his experiences, which includes everything from his time with the National Guard to his military service abroad during World War II.
I went to school. I learned what I should learn to do and not to do, to make sure that I can do the job as a point man, and which is a nasty job. You're up there under the Germans' feet. Look behind me, and there's 9 Germans. And so I told that boy, I said, "You get over here. I'm going to be over on the other side, and when they come through, Handy ho! Hands up. So we captured him.
Next month, Moody will also get recognized by France, the country he helped liberate, when it awards him a Legion of Honor medal.
And Frank Moody will receive the Legion of Honor award on Thursday, May 8th at the French Embassy in the district. Well, Pepco is asking for a $43 million rate hike, and the state's Public Service Commission will begin holding hearings on the request this week. In its application, the power company says the increase is necessary to pay for infrastructure improvements that will lead to fewer and shorter power outages. If the new rates and charges are approved, they would take effect on July 4th. Here's a list of hearing dates and times. They will be held on the 16th floor of the Commission's headquarters, located at 6 and Paul Streets in downtown Baltimore. The hearings will also be streamed live on the agency's website. To watch or to get more information, you can log on to psc.state.md.us. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.